back to my channel, and if you're new here, I'm Christiana. Please click the subscribe button, like this video, share this video, and all those stuff. So I'm not forcing you to do so, but I really hope you do. I've not been in the mood, so I've been trying my best to boost my mood, doing things that make me happy, so I won't think about all that I've lost. But I'm going to do this video in parts because I can't finish saying everything about my experience from when the war started till this moment. I can't really say everything in one video. It's going to be like a 30 minutes video. No one wants to sit down to watch a 30 minutes video, so I'm just going to start from somewhere, and then there'll probably be 2 other videos from this video, so you can click the subscribe button and turn on post notifications, so when I post the remaining part of the video, you'll be alerted. The war started on the 24th of February. On the 23rd of February, someone gave me a box of donuts, and I was really excited about the donuts. I was like, okay, tomorrow I'm going to continue to eat the donuts. I ate 3 of the donuts, and then I slept, and then by 5:30 a.m. when I just decided to turn from the left side to the right side of my bed, I decided to check my phone, and I realized that I had lots of missed calls from someone that I did not expect to call me. We and men person were sort of I don't know, we kind of had an argument and stuff like that. So when I saw the call, I was like, okay, what's happening? And then while I was still looking at that, my housemates came to bang on my door and was like, Christy. As I was still trying to gather my thoughts together, I heard an explosion, and I was like, what is that? I checked outside my window. I saw lots of cars on the road, a long line of cars on the road. And so I called the person back. First of all, I didn't open my door because I thought my housemate was just wanting something or whatever. So I called the person back, and then the person was like, I should pack a small bag and hurry up, that war started in Ukraine. I was like, what? This war, we're not expecting. It's people have been asking that, why didn't you leave before the shut your mouth. I'm sorry, but really the war, they predicted that the war was going to start on 15th of February or so, something like that. We started hearing about the war before I started my clock. My clock was February. When was my clock again? I've forgotten the day of my clock. My clock was February 8th. Yes, and we started hearing about the war before February 8th. So and they said that by February 14 or something like that, that is when the war was going to start. February 14th came, nothing happened. Days went, a week went, from February 14th to February 24th. See how long it took. So everybody was already no war is happening. And we even heard that the Russian troops carried their stuffs away from the border. That's what we heard. We were hearing different kinds of news. Even some Ukrainians were making fun of the whole gist that the war has been there since 8 years ago. There's probably not going to be war. It's just probably a rumor. So everybody, even the Ukrainians, it was all of a sudden, everything was sudden. It was not planned for. Nobody, even if the president of US said something that there might probably be war, whatever, we heard the Russian troops carry their stuff, so nobody expected the war. We were there, and our teachers were telling us that we're going to start offline classes on the 25th of February. Our teachers still reminded us that offline classes are going to start on the 25th of February. Obviously, nobody was going to go home when they don't want to come and start paying off or paying for their reworks or whatever. So obviously, everybody stayed back because they said offline classes will start on the 25th, and then on the 24th, early in the morning, the whole war thing started. This is just beginning of 2022. I just moved into my new apartment, not up to 1 month. I was already I already bought my ring lights, bought everything that I needed. If you see my recent TikTok videos, you will see the background. I already bought LED light, I bought garland light, I bought my camera, I bought lots of things so I can get so that I'll finally make perfect YouTube videos and have a perfect background, perfect aesthetic background for my TikTok videos and my YouTube videos, so that I'll upgrade finally, and then it can entice more people, and they can have more subscribers and all. And then now I left everything back in Ukraine. It's very, very annoying. So anyways, as I heard the call, I picked up my box, and then I packed some things. I didn't know what to start from. I always had this thought before that if something should happen, what would be the first thing I will pack? And I'm always okay, I'll pack my passport, I'll pack my passport card, because anywhere, and I'll pack money. Those are the 3 main things, because if I'm going anywhere, I would need money to enter a taxi, or money to enter a plane, or to quickly leave or something. That one, I wasn't even thinking about war. I was thinking okay, if God forbid, but if if my enemy's apartment should catch fire, what should I pack first? So that was always on my mind. Okay, fine, I'll pack my passport, pack my postpaid card, money. So that was the first thing I packed, and then I just nearly got a laptop, so I packed my laptop too. And then I had a box where I put my chargers, so I quickly packed my chargers and just threw them into the box. And when I was done packing, like I tried to pack like basic things, but I couldn't pack my makeup kit. I couldn't pack up the ring light because I got like the big ring light for better coverage of my YouTube videos and everything. So I couldn't pack all those things. The housemate finally entered and she was like, Christy, what is happening? There is war in Ukraine. Because just the day before, she asked me that, Christy, please, we are trying to run to the west. Don't leave me alone. No, that we don't even know when this war is going to start. Only for the things to start the next one. Yeah, it was just like a shock. So both of us actually just packed. I was trying to carry a box, but then someone was like, she was like, she's going to carry just school bags, so it's easy for her to run. I made sure I packed all my documents just in case I had to transfer schools or anything, or if like the war was not going to end anytime soon. I packed my documents, and then we went to the church because like our pastor was like we should come to the church and like stay there. It was not like on the high distance, it was like a bungalow kind of stuff. So they said it was safer to be like below or ground floor than to be up on the third floor, fourth floor, and all these things. So we went there, and then I went to my friend's place. He stays like on the first floor. So like me, my housemate, and some other church members, we went to that place and we stayed there. So what we did, like anytime like everybody is sleeping, someone will stay awake. Like if 3 people are sleeping, only 4 people will stay awake. So that's what we're doing, so that nobody will be caught off guard. So like if there's anything, everybody will just wake everybody up. So as I was sleeping, they now woke us up and said that we should quickly go to the bunker. They want to start throwing bombs at residential areas. That's what we heard, and we're confused. Like why? Like Putin has no business with the civilians, so why is it throwing bombs at residential areas? They said that the metro stations are like bomb proof or something like that, so it's like a bunker also. So all of us started rushing and we went to the metro station. By the time we got to the metro station, we saw lots of Ukrainians. They were even eating, and like they were like it was already like a home, but there were so many people there. Throughout this war period, we're just eating bread. Like you can't actually sit down to cook anything. So we're just eating bread, more bread, juice, water, bread again, biscuits. We're not eating healthy at all, and we could not even have a bath. We could not even sleep with nightwear. Who born you to sleep with nightwear? Yeah, on your own. Because everybody is running, they will just leave you alone. So like we had to be fully clothed to sleep, to wake up. I didn't even carry my toothbrush or anything, and I forgot to buy a toothbrush. The only time that we had the chance to, before like they closed down the supermarkets, the only time I had the chance to actually go to the supermarket, I didn't tell the person that I wanted toothbrush, so they did not buy toothbrush. I didn't have toothbrush. I was brushing my teeth with just toothpaste and using my hand, and it was just so disgusting. And one morning we heard that there was a train that was by 12 o'clock. I was going to leave from Kharkiv to Lviv, so we're like, oh perfect, so let's just go. As we're on our way, I was like, please, I actually forgot my passport in my apartment, and they said that they already entered the city. So when we ordered the taxi, I quickly went to my apartment. I packed my donuts, put it in the microwave to quickly warm my bucket chicken. I quickly warmed it. I don't know, I didn't click that I should pack the other clothes that like were sensible enough for me to carry, like I would wear when I don't know. I was just not thinking straight. All I was thinking was, oh my god, what if I'm in this apartment and they should just throw a missile at this apartment? So that I would just go like that. I was just so scared. As I was warming the food, I was like, what if this microwave should blow? Lots of things I just running through my mind. I just quickly packed what I wanted to pack my passport, and I quickly went. And this road that the newly bombed, that was recently bombed in Kharkiv, that was at Freedom Square, close to my school. We passed, like my taxi actually passed that road when we were going to the train station. So seeing that particular place was bombed like several days after that made me have goosebumps. Like when I said that, I was like, oh my god, because there were cars that were passing there, and in their mind they'll be thinking that, oh, the shelling we're not hearing the sound of shelling, not knowing that the missile was actually coming to their direction. When I saw it, I was like, oh my god, that could have been my car. And I was just grateful, and I felt really sad for this thing, because I heard that someone actually was outside at that point in time. Someone like an Indian student or so was outside at that time when they bombed that particular building in Freedom Square, and the guy is dead. May so rest in peace. So after we got to the train station, then we started checking for the ticket, like when the train was going to arrive and stuff like that. We saw that the train was going to come by, I think, 1 o'clock or something like that. We now started hearing more shelling again, like more missiles, more bombings and explosions. I don't even know what exactly they were throwing at that point in time, but after we started hearing that, everybody just ran. Like there were no officials to direct anybody to anything. We just ran to the down, like the bottom part of the metro, just in case like they were going to throw a missile to the train station. We just decided to just go to where the train was. While we were waiting for the train to come again, there were like lots of commotion because everybody was just rushing. Like they were rushing to like push to enter into the train. Then we now started hearing like serious explosions. Like it was as if it was right beside the train station. And there was a young girl that was behind me that she was busy making fun, and then like she was feeling cold and she was doing to her mom. And then when she started hearing the explosion, she just started crying. I just felt so super sad because I was like, why would some human being allow this kind of thing to be happening to young children like that? This is trauma. Because even I, that I'm not even a young person, like I'm not a young child, like I'm not 5 or 7 or whatever, I'm traumatized by this kind of, because I've never experienced kind of thing before. The first time that I experienced a gun being pointed, like a gun pointed at my head, I was literally shaking. Not to talk of hearing explosions, like gunshots and shelling and different things. And like you don't even know when it's going to come to your side. And anyways, everybody started, like most people started running back. They're like, no, they're not even going to do this. They're not going to go again. They're not going to leave Kharkiv today again. They ran back to under the metro station. Some people, like as we're hearing the bomb blast, some people were still holding on to the door of the train and banging on the door of the train. They're like, these officials should open the door now. Like, can't they hear the bomb? They're still taking so much time. I don't know what they were trying to do. They were still saying that those that have tickets, they should come in first, and then those that don't have tickets should wait. And like, this is a state of emergency. You're still thinking about tickets and no tickets. At the end of the day, people that have tickets and don't have tickets will still enter the train. So why are you wasting time saying that people that have tickets should enter? Everybody is busy hustling. So you want to start saying that everybody should move back. Those that have tickets should come forward. Like, auntie, think. Anyways, that's what they still did. They still made people that had tickets to like enter and people that didn't have tickets to come back. It was just like a mess. Everybody was just like trying to rush. At the end of the day, my brother entered the train and I could not enter that particular train. I had to wait for several hours later, and then around like 9 p.m. that's when another train came, and then I rushed in. I was a fighter that time. I actually wasn't a fighter. Even for my friend that was pushing me, I was like, Christy, go! I would have entered that train because I was just like, excuse me. I'm so agile for that. Anyways, I finally entered the train, and thank God I got a sensible place. Some people actually stood for hours inside the train because they didn't find anything to say. But the second train, because lots of people forced themselves into the first train, the second train wasn't so full like that. Even though it was still full, but it was not so full. So we entered the train, and then I found a spot above. Like, it wasn't comfortable to sit down where I was because like it was for sleeping. It was for lying down. So I stayed there. Then during the journey was for like 19 hours. But it was extended. At the point the train was moving, and then the driver said that there was bombings or shelling or something ahead. So the driver now reversed back for like from like 12 p.m. I can't forget the time. I can check the time. For like 12 p.m. we're reversing back up to like 5 p.m. and then they picked some more people. We waited for some time again. They were now started going like forward again. Like there was no longer danger or whatever. Nowhere was safe. Nowhere in Ukraine was actually safe at that point, because there was bombing in Lviv, there was bombing in Kharkiv, there was bombing in Kiev, there was bombing in Zaporizhia, like everywhere basically. So like you can't say that you want to run to a particular place. You can be on the road and they'll bomb, because we actually even heard of those that were on a train in Sumy, and then they got to a particular place and they were stuck. They could not go further because the bombings, the missile already hit the train track, and so the train track was destroyed, so they could not move forward. That's why the students in Sumy were stuck in Sumy, because like they could not move. They already bombed the train, this thing, and you could not use cars, because people that used cars, the Russian people brought out people that were in the cars and shot them and killed them. So there was no way for Sumy people to actually come out. So that's why there was the hashtag Save Sumy Students. We spent like 30 hours in that train. There was no ventilation. There was no place to charge phones. like there was only one spot to charge your phone, and everybody on the train had to take turns to charge their phone. Like in a particular cubicle of like the train, there was only one charging spot, so like you had to take turns to charge your phone, so you can't really charge your phone. And I could not charge my phone on my laptop because I didn't have the particular cord. And people are now calling, like people in Africa Africa kept calling and calling, but they didn't even know like we're trying to fight for our lives here. They kept calling and calling and calling and saying that why you're not picking your calls. They sent messages saying like network was not working. First of all, it was not working well, so even if you call, we're not even hearing you well. Secondly, you are calling when we're trying to save our battery. We already told you 1 hour. Like, obviously, we all have sense now. We're also all trying to run. Like, the idea or the information that you're giving to us from Nigeria is not what is going to benefit us at this point in time. We already have, like, lots of Telegram groups were created during this war. Like, that same morning of the war, there were lots of Telegram groups that were created and information were being passed there. So you didn't have to be texting us and calling us several times, cleaning our battery and saying, where are you? So where are you? So where are you now? Yes, we are worried. We also were worried. We're not only worried, we're scared for our lives. So obviously our adrenaline is enough to push us through. Anyways, so like people that were just calling and saying that why you're not picking calls and everything, if you check people's, I was just laughing at people's like WhatsApp status saying that please don't call me, thank you. If you want to help me, just send me money. Exactly, that was the best thing you could have done. They've said send me your account number, let me send money, because like all people that were raising taxes were spending thousands, like 400k kind of amount of money just to go from one place to the other. Short distances like this, they will say $200, and you had to pay. The train went to Lviv, then from Lviv to Uzhhorod. Then at Uzhhorod, we then I stayed at my church members. I stayed somewhere. I stayed there for like a few hours. I was able to have my bath, so I had my bath. One of our church members cooked awesome food for us. I ate it, and I'm really grateful to her and our pastor for actually helping, because like I was really tired of eating bread, so that was like my first sensible food. So after we ate, then the next morning we took a taxi to the Uzhhorod border. Yeah, the Uzhhorod border. The border is Uzhhorod border that goes to Slovakia. That's the border that we went to. So we went there and we stood in line. There was a long line. Please don't forget to like the video, share the video, subscribe, and please click on your turn on your post notification so you can get alerted when I post the next video.